Hey guys, so over the next couple videos, we are going to be learning about the human eye and just how we see things and how the human eye works. So to get started today, we are going to learn about something called optical illusions. Optical illusions are usually a drawing or a picture, and they trick your eye into seeing something that isn't actually there. So I have a few optical illusions to show you. So my first optical illusion is if you look at the center of any of these circles and you stare at it and you don't blink for about 5 or 10 seconds, you should eventually start to see the other circles appear like they're moving. So go ahead and give that a try. My second optical illusion is an American flag. So right now, pick one spot on the picture and I want you to stare right at it. Don't blink. And I want you to hold that for about 10 seconds. Now I'm going to change the slide and I want you to blink as fast as you can. And what you should see are the red, white, and blue colors of the actual American flag. Kind of cool, right? So optical illusions are really cool. They trick your brain into seeing something that's not actually there. So today I will be leading you in an experiment where you get to make your own optical illusion, and then we will talk a little bit about the science behind optical illusions and just how your brain and your eyes trick you into seeing something that's not actually. So today you guys are going to be following along with making your own optical illusions at home. So to do this, you're going to need a ruler, a pencil, and paper. Step one is going to be you're going to hold your paper either horizontal or vertically. You are going to put your hand in the middle of your paper and you're just going to draw an outline around your hand with your pencil. So here is the outline of my hand. Next, you are going to draw lines or stripes across your paper. And each line or stripe needs to be equal distance apart. So I'm going to do mine about probably a ½ inch apart. So every ½ inch down my paper, I'm going to draw a line going all the way across my paper. So as you can see, the stripes and lines I drew don't go through my hand. I did them around my hand. So now I finished drawing all my lines on my paper. They're not all exactly straight, but it should do the trick. So your next step will be, we need to connect these lines inside the hand. And we're going to want the hand to look almost like it's raised or coming out of the paper. So the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to start at the top, and I'm going to connect this line to this line, but I'm going to do it in a curve or a U shape. Now, I'm not the best artist, but I'm hoping this will come out okay. So I'm going to draw that U shape. And there's my first one. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do that for every line. So let's see. This line connects in 2 places. So I'm going to go ahead and do my curve and do my other curve. And I'm going to do that all the way down my whole hand. So let's see how the end comes out. So as you can see, I've now finished drawing all of those little curved lines inside my hand. So I've now created my own optical illusion. It almost looks like my hand is raised outside the paper. So one step that you can do to take it a little bit farther is you can always color in between each line. You can color in each line and make it really pop. And that actually might even help to make your illusion be even more convincing. So here is my finished product. Now that we have had the chance to make our own optical illusions, let's talk a little bit about the science behind optical illusions and just how and why our brains see them. So basically, in order to see things, our brain and eyes have to talk to each other in a very simple language. Most of the time, our brain knows what our eyes tell it. Our brain usually knows what color a basketball is, or it knows that a penny is really small. However, sometimes your brain has to fill in blanks, and it makes some guesses based on clues from your eyes. Most of the time, those guesses are right. Your brain might have to guess how big a chair is if you're standing far away. Or your brain might guess how far away you are standing from a door. So your brain might think, I think I'm about 3 feet away from the door. So your eyes and brain work together to do that. However, sometimes your brain can guess wrong. Your brain thinks your eye told it something looks like it is moving, but that's not what your eyes meant to say. So for example, in the beginning, when we looked at this optical illusion, your brain thought that these circles were moving. That's not what your eyes were trying to say, but your brain guessed this. When you look at this picture, your brain thinks that the hand looks like it's raised up, but that's not what your eyes are trying to say. So they're having a little bit of trouble communicating. So optical illusion is when our brain and eyes try to speak to each other in a very simple language, but the interpretation gets a bit mixed up. Your brain thinks it is seeing something that is not actually there. So some really good follow-up questions from this video are, number one, how do our brain and eyes talk to each other? Number two, how do we see optical illusions? And number three, what is an optical illusion? Be sure to check out our weekly STEM challenge video, which is always posted on Wednesdays. And this week it will tell you all about how to make a kaleidoscope. So in our next video, we are going to start to look more scientifically at just how our eye works and how it helps us see things. I hope you enjoyed this video and your own optical illusion. I would love to see any pictures from your own optical illusion, so you can always send them to my email, which can be found in the link